Hey, Maple, what the heck is wrong with you? Come over here right now and open the door to this living room. Why is there some kind of stick blocking me from getting in?
I'm going to keep that door blocked off for the time being until I get my things together.
Huh? I'm not playing around right now, Maple. My things are over in that room as well. All of his things are there as well.
That's true. Yours and his clothes are all over here in this closet. But I'm not going to be able to move out of here by the end of the day or tomorrow. So you'll have to give me around a week to get all of my things together, while I have a lot of them sent out to my new place. You'll just have to wait.
I don't care about all of that, so open the door to the living room right now.
Why do you think you have the right to constantly command me to do things for you like that? This is my house, and I am the one in charge of what I do here. So, how about you shut it and let me take my time?
But I want to go to the bathroom.
Well, just hold it in then. You're the one that came into my house thinking that you could just have that relationship with my boyfriend all the time.
It's your fault for letting him find and start taking me in.
I see. I guess there really are such people with the nerves like you. At least I'm aware of that now.
He threw you away because you were doing nothing at all with him. And even after you're gone, him and I will continue to be a thing, never even worrying about what's happened to you. So how about you get out of our way so we can have this house to ourselves?
And in order to get out of your guys' way, I need to get all of my things together and sent out of here.
You really are such a nuisance, Maple. That is what makes you unattractive, and that's why you've been thrown away.
I'm sure you'd never be able to understand this, Carla, but the fact that you've been coming into my house to have affairs with my boyfriend makes you more of a nuisance than me. By the way, how long has it been now since you started to go out with my boyfriend?
It was about a year ago when you introduced me to him, right?
That was back when you wanted to have a double date with us, right?
And on that day, I fell head over heels for him.
Head over heels?
Because he turned out to be just my type.
And?
Back when we were planning the double date, you put us all into a group chat, right? Well, I started to text him directly from there, and half a year later, him and I started dating. And when I say dating, I mean things have been very serious between us. You never even noticed a thing what was going on, which made it all more easy for us.
Carla, I know I shouldn't be asking this right now, but you made sure to break up with Chris before going out with my boyfriend, right?
I was planning on breaking up with him back then. But we never really had any chances to see one another then, and time just slipped away from me.
But weren't you telling me that the other day that you and him went on a small vacation with one another? You even posted pictures of the both of you online, right?
The only reason I went on that trip with him is because we had made plans to celebrate our anniversary with one another. I didn't want to say no to him, and so I had no choice but to go with him.
What the hell? You do understand that to get a reservation at that place like that, it takes a lot of patience, right?
I feel bad for the guy, putting in all that effort for a woman who doesn't even care about him anymore.
I feel bad for the fact that he put in all that work for a child who doesn't love him anymore, yet she went on that trip anyway.
He seemed so happy to have me along with him, so what's the problem with that? Normally, he would never take me out anywhere, instead just sitting at home all the time making those comic books that never sell.
Come on now, Carla.
You're the same way, right? Always focusing on work all the time, to the point you and him haven't even been able to go out for months now. That's what he told me.
Which is kind of strange, considering he was telling me how much he supported my work.
If anything, you and Chris are kind of meant for one another, right? Your boyfriend and I are both working for average companies bringing in good money. However, you and Chris both work useless kind of jobs where you just sit at home all day. What was it? You make cartoons or something for a living? Look at that. You both are pretty much in the same industry.
But the way you and Jake have gone about this is all messed up. If you both have been into one another that much and lost the feelings for me and Chris, then why did you break up with us before dating? Nobody ever ends up happy when people just start cheating, and it just goes and ruin it all of the relationship that had been built.
But this way gave Jake and I more of a thrill over breaking up with you guys.
A thrill?
I'd always wanted to try having a secret relationship with someone, having the fear of someone finding out always in my mind while making love.
So you went and did that at the cost of Chris and my happiness?
This had nothing to do with you being happy or not. Jake and I had tons of fun going out behind the two of your backs, and that's what made us happy.
I see. Well then, you can enjoy the rest of your time in the living room for today. Once I have most of my things packed up and are ready to be sent, I'll open that door for you.
I told you to let me out of here! Hey! Maple!
Are you freaking kidding me, Maple? You open the damn living room door right now.
So, that's the first thing you're going to say to me after I found out that you've been cheating on me in my house? Whatever happened to people apologizing first?
Why do I have to apologize to you? No matter who is looking at this situation, they all know that you have to be the one apologizing for this.
I'm not sure why I should have to do that. I'm the one that has been renting this place, and in my bedroom, my best friend and my boyfriend have been having sex. So, seeing as that was all not my fault, why should I have to be apologizing to you?
You might be my girlfriend, but so is Carla.
Don't even try using that as your reason for letting her into my place and having sex with her on my bed. That is called you both having an affair, and I will not let you get away with something like that.
Well, you were never in your own home that often, so it was going to waste, having nobody using it.
Have you lost the concept of someone else's things is? It sounds right now like you think your things are yours, while my things are also yours.
You gave me a duplicate key to your place and said I was free to do as I pleased.
Seriously, Jake? So what you're saying is that you don't have any ethical understanding? Well, if that's the case then, there is no reason for me to try talking with you anymore. Now, you just shut the hell up and sit quietly in the living room. Once I have all my things together, I'll let you two out of there.
You're getting your things together?
I just had someone I thought was my best friend making love with someone I thought was my boyfriend in my house. I don't want to live in a place like this anymore, now that it's been tainted. That's why I'm moving out into a new place I found. I was thinking for a little while now about selling a lot my furniture and such anyway, so this is the perfect timing for that actually. And anything that doesn't sell this week will be tossed out. Make sure you hand that duplicate key back to me. I've already called the owner of this apartment complex and told them this is my last month living here.
Huh? Don't start doing things like that without telling me first. This place is so close to my office building, and I was able to stay here for free. And anytime I had to stay late for work, I was able to come right here and crash instead of going all the way back to my place.
Wait, I just found out that you've been cheating on me and you think I'd still want to think about how you feel?
I'm not asking for you to continue dating me or anything like that. I chose to be with Carla and had plans to break up with you soon.
So you're going to break up with me but still expect to use my place to sleep and crap? I have no idea how you were able to think something like that up. Honestly, I have no idea how you thought it was a good idea to cheat on me in the first place, but now you're just showing me new lows.
You know both myself and Carla already, so why do you care so much about us going out behind your back?
This isn't about me knowing about the two of you. I can't handle this right now. I'm going to be leaving this place and you guys will be no longer able to use it. When I let you both out of here, you leave the key on my counter and go away. I have to get all of my things ready to be either sold or moved to my new place. So that key better be there so that the company doesn't force me to pay extra.
All right. I'll leave it here for you. But man, the fact that you're always so strict about everything is why you're not that attractive. This is why you're getting tossed aside now.
Well, I'm so sorry that I'm not your type.
I plan on living with Carla now anyways, and I'm thinking about marriage too.
Marriage? Are you serious?
The fact that you're being thrown out by me and are even questioning the fact that the two of us could be getting married is so pathetic. And hurry up with opening up the damn door.
Alright. I was planning on taking the week to get all my things together and sent out, but I guess I'll have to get it done today. And then I'll be out of your guys' faces.
Maple, I think it should be arriving at your place soon. I made sure to put the tracking on that thing for you so I'd be able to watch and make sure it got all the way to your place.
Could this be about your wedding invitation that just arrived in my mailbox?
So you did get it. It's really cute, right? I made sure it was one of the cutest cards you'd ever seen by putting all those stickers on it. It's so freaking cute, right?
Not at all.
Huh? What did you say?
These stickers are cute, I'll give you that. But there are so many of them crowding this whole card that it looks ugly now. And you place them on like a preschooler, leaving air bubbles under some of them and wrinkles on the others. How about you pay attention next time when placing them?
Just because no one will ever marry you, don't get all jealous over my wedding.
I'm actually pretty happy that I didn't have to end up marrying a man that thought it was perfectly okay to cheat on me with my best friend. So there's no jealousy here.
Well, that's because he knows that I'm his destined soulmate and would never sacrifice his faith with you. So don't worry about us.
That confidence you have there is amazing. So, why did you end up sending me this invitation? Also, what made you work up the confidence to get back in touch with me like this again?
I was thinking that I'd like you to have come and join my wedding as well, and that's why I sent you that cute little invitation.
And you sent it to my parents' house?
Well, you did move away, right?
Because I didn't want to keep living in the same house my ex cheated on me in.
And because you moved, I didn't know what your new address was. Look, our parents are still pretty close to one another, right? So my family knows where your parents are living. So I decided it would be best to send the invitation there.
Does any of your family know about how you cheated Chris and took my ex?
You think I'd ever tell them about that? Jake and I were able to find one another with the help of our best buddies. That's not a lie, right?
I suppose that's not a lie.
Maple, do you remember that very old promise we made to one another?
Promise?
We promised one another that when we got married, we'd give a speech at one another's wedding.
Was that a promise we made back in middle school or something? Back when we were young and naive?
And since I'm getting married now, I'd like you to give that speech at my wedding. I'm sure it will be pretty tough for you to do since this is the wedding of your ex and best friend, right? But you promised that you'd come and give that speech, right?
Sure, I'll come then.
Thank you very much. And I'm looking forward to what gift you'll give me. I'm going to be having a very high-end and gorgeous wedding this time, so I'd like to make sure that I get enough gifts and money from everyone that I won't be having to pay a dime for a wedding.
I'll make sure to think of something to give you. Please, look forward to it.
This is going to be such a great wedding for my best friend to see. Make sure you come wearing only your finest clothing and jewelry. You'll be giving the speech after all, so you have to look nice. Maple, thank you for coming to my wedding today. My mom just told me that you made it through the front door.
Congrats on getting this wedding together. Now, could you tell me where my seat is? I went and had a look at the guest list, and my name wasn't on there, so I had to ask one of the staff members here. They got all red in the face and ran off somewhere before giving me any answer.
I think the person you were asking is in the changing room with me right now. I told her that I'd never invited someone like you to my wedding, so I asked that she be pleased to have you escorted out of this building for me.
No, I actually brought the invitation with me today, so don't expect the staff to fall for that.
And to think you'd actually come here today? I can't believe it.
You were the one that invited me, right?
No way, I'm scared. Who did you end up stealing that invitation from? I never invited you to my wedding today, Maple.
What the hell is this about?
Maple, you went and locked us in the living room all day back when you found Jake and I, right? Do you have any idea how long I had to hold that pee in for?
Are you really bringing up the time I found you under my boyfriend in my own bedroom and then walked you both into the living room so that I could pack all my things up?
And ever since that day, I've been waiting for the perfect chance to get right back at you. That's why I went and invited you to a wedding that does not have a seat for you. And now, I'm going to make you so embarrassed that you'll regret ever messing with me. You weren't even invited to this wedding, yet you came here all dressed up for the occasion. I cannot believe you, Maple.
What about that speech?
You and I both know I asked someone else to give the speech today. I was never going to let you give the speech on the off chance you start going on about some unnecessary things.
Well then, I'm out of here.
Please. But make sure to leave me my gift, please.
Sure thing. I'll make sure to give one of the staff members the gift.
Thank you so much, Maple. Thank you so much for thinking about me and coming all the way out here.
No problem. Actually, I was never going to stay very long today, only planning on giving you your gift before turning right around and heading home. Now, you have a wonderful wedding day.
Hey, Maple. What is this? Come back to my wedding right now.
Oh, did you enjoy your wedding gift? I'm sure that animation I made up for your wedding was a real treat, right? With you and Jake both going at it in my old home.
What? So that was really about us then?
I never mentioned that it was specifically about you two in that animation, right? Even the two in that video were calling one another different names. What were they again? KK and JJ?
That was definitely about us then, wasn't it? And the characters in that cartoon looked just like Jake and I. What the hell was this for?
You were aware that I'm an animator, right? So I thought that it would be a good present for your wedding.
Are you freaking brain dead? How the hell is this anything close to a present? That whole video played out showing Jake and I having sex in your home.
Well, did you enjoy it? I tried my best to not only make it realistic to what happened, but with a touch of comedy added in.
But you added in all the worst parts from that day, like Jake and I making love, and then the two of us being locked in your living room for hours. All of our family, they didn't even bother to stick around for the whole thing, and our friends all began to either laugh or show expressions of disapproval on their faces. And why were some of the kids talking about recognizing the art style?
Because the illustrations and such are very familiar to a very famous comic book artist work. Actually, they are the exact same. They were very busy with a lot of things, but made sure to help me out in getting all the illustrations done before today.
What illustrator are you talking about?
They have been making stuff for a while now, and for people like you and I to read, as well for kids. So having them add their special touch to my animation really helped me out.
What the hell is going on here? What kind of famous comic book illustrator did you find?
Are you serious? You should be able to tell just by the high quality art style and everything. They have been making insanely famous comics for a while now, and have even gone overseas to get awards and stuff for their work.
They've been overseas getting awards and things like that as well?
Actually, I'm talking about myself there. Have you been not watching the news at all? I recently went to a couple of ceremonies overseas to receive awards for all kinds of my cartoons and comics. And next up, I'll be making a short-length movie about one of my more popular series.
Hold on a second. You're lying, right?
Back when I was last talking to you, I was very busy getting all kinds of things done, and that made it hard for me to ever go out with Jake. But I made sure to explain him just how important a lot of my work was, and that the awards I could get would be a huge one for me. However, that didn't seem to mean anything to him, right?
You're not lying. I just went onto Google and there you are, in all kinds of news articles. You got an award of over $1 million?
It is all going towards my next few works.
How the hell? How could a shut-in like you be making $1 million?
And I'm just getting started too. I still have plenty to learn about the industry, and I'm not quite happy about the quality I'm producing. Luckily, small fish, as long as they keep on eating, will grow bigger and bigger. And thankfully for the both of us, you went and threw away someone who was growing right alongside me.
What? What are you talking about?
Wait, what? Do you seriously not remember any of the comics your ex-boyfriend was working on? Wait, did you not even give any of his works a chance back when you were both a thing?
My ex-boyfriend? No way. You're talking about Chris?
Before you stopped loving Chris and cheated on him, he was getting his career as a comic book artist rolling.
Don't tell me I threw away a man with a whole lot of potential.
Right after you let him go, he went and was hired by a large animation company and started to spread his wings. And that then put him in a position much like my own. Except he was focusing on selling things like goods related to his works, bringing in huge amounts of money every month.
No way.
So that video I made for you, with the help of Chris, is very good quality and should be considered a very pricey gift, that cartoon.
Why the hell would you show this in front of everyone though?
But I made that as a gift for you that you asked me to make. So I put a lot of effort into that cartoon with Chris's help. All while him and I were busy with so many other things that are far more important than your wedding. So please respect our work. Now, congratulations on your marriage.
Maple, I really messed up. In the past, I was always supporting you and your cartoons, right? So let's get back together, alright? I think you're going to become a whole lot more busy now, so you'll need someone around to support you even more, right?
I have staff who work for me and support my work. And at the moment, I'm not looking to date anyone, so it's going to be a no for me. Also, didn't you just get married to Carla?
That wedding was a massive failure.
Why's that?
It's not that we didn't get as much money from people to help pay for it. But after everyone started to leave the wedding, our parents told us to give all of our gifts back to the guests.
I got a call from your mom, actually. She called to apologize to me.
All of them said they didn't know that this marriage was born from cheating. Both my parents are pissed off with me.
Now that I think about it, your dad was also a very strict man, right? That's what I'd expect from a school principal.
And originally, I was getting money from both of them, but now they're telling me to pay for my own wedding. I tried to pull all the money I have together, but there is no way that I can pay for everything without going into debt if I don't get any help right now.
That's a real letdown, Jake.
That's why I'm going to leave that bitch, and then I'll come and get on my hands and knees and beg. So please, Maple, allow me to come back to your side again. I want things to go back the way they were between you and I. You got a whole lot of awards, right? For all of your works, and you were awarded $1 million for one of them. You'll need someone to help you manage all that money, right?
And you think I'd ever let a man who brought another woman into his girlfriend's house so that the two of them could make love in her bed manage my money? Are you really going to try pulling off that stunt in my place again? You were the one saying that all of my things were your things back then and never respected the fact that you and I were only dating. And after I left that place to move into my new house, you went and did what to some of my appliances? Oh, that's right, you stole them from me. Things like my blender and microwave.
Those things, Carla told me that she wanted them, and we're getting a new place as well.
I happen to be a very expressive woman and will use anything and everything to portray how I feel.
And that's why you made that cartoon. Because of that, you've gone and made both my parents and Carla's parents disown us. All of our friends won't even come around us anymore. And the rest of our family members, they won't even reply to us anymore. And we got nothing from that wedding.
That's what you fucking get. From here on out, I'm going to be only more busy with my work. So I'm glad you and I are history now. Wait, don't tell me that you only want to be back together with me again to travel the globe. Use your own money to do all of that.
I don't have any freaking money.
Ah, sorry about that. I totally forgot you wasted it on someone as trashy as Carla. Well, I'm heading back to Europe now for a bit, so I'm going to have to put my phone on airplane mode.
You're going back to Europe?
There's another film and animation festival I'm taking part in. I was nominated for an award there, so I have to show my face. I was even told that there was a cash reward for me as well.
You're kidding me.
Goodbye forever now, Jake. I've already gone ahead and blocked Carla, so I'm going to do the same thing to your number.
Wait, Maple. Wait a second.
Have the most enjoyable rest of your life with Carla for me, please. This is all stuff that I've heard from Carla's ex, Chris. Right after their wedding, Jake and Carla stayed together with one another and worked together to pay all of the debt they got into. They were never able to come to an agreement on who would pay for the wedding fees, and so they thought it would be better to stay together and pay things off. But because of that, their newfound life together as a married couple is not all that fabulous. As for myself and Chris, the both of us are doing very well with our careers. We have become super close friends to one another and will contact each other at all the time about work while looking for pointers.